Welcome back to another video, but actually a series of videos. Behind me you see the Polestar 2, and we're going to take it on a road trip to San Francisco in California from here in Coquitlam, British Columbia. So that's going to be a pretty long road trip. But you're probably wondering, Philip, why Polestar 2? That's old news. And this is not even the refreshed version, right? Well, let me tell you, I went to Hertz and I said, please give me your Polestar 2 with the highest mileage that you have in Vancouver. So they gave me this thing, 93,000 kilometers. So what we're going to do is we're not going to only test it as a Polestar 2, but we're also going to test it to see if a used electric car should be something that you should be considering buying right now, because the deals are insanely crazy, even on these things. And if you live in the States, you can buy one from Hertz. Why not? And they're pretty dang cheap. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend the next, how many? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6 days traveling around the US in this thing. Oh, there's a car coming. I got to get out of the way in this thing. And then we're going to see if a car with such high mileage is a viable option to purchase for brand new EV buyers. Because like I said, the deals are awesome. So I'll jump in the car. I'll show you guys what the stats are, and then off we go. 270 kilometers on the gun, which isn't much, 96%. This car is very conservative in the way that it predicts a range. So we'll see if that is accurate. I hope it gets us to the first charging station, which will be just outside of Seattle, but we will see. Yeah, so we'll check in when we get there. But on the way, obviously, we're going to be crossing the Canadian and US border, which right now could be interesting. And I think you guys know why.
As we pull up to the border, the first thing we notice is just the lack of cars. We only have one in front of us, Washington State plates. He's going first. And then obviously to the right, you guys can see a truck crossing. But that's it. Usually it's not like this. Usually it is quite busy. And if you guys are familiar with the area, this is the Alder Grove crossing. There's 3 in that area. This has always been my favorite one. Simply it's also because it's closest to my mailbox in the States. So easy to get through, easy to go to my mailbox. But anyway, we pull up. Very few questions. I think it was 3. Where is home? Where are we going? And what are we planning to do? And that's it. Answered those questions. Gave as much detail as I could. And obviously she's like, thanks so much. Gave us back the passports. And off we go. It's just that the whole lack of travelers crossing, which usually was so busy, is quite striking and gives a lot of information about the current situation and whole climate surrounding the US and Canada relations. And anyway, we jump on the I-5 here, and it's a love-hate relationship with this interstate, because it does go through Seattle, and it's always painful to be stuck in traffic there. But anyways, we are here in Burlington, pulling up for our first charge. It's around 45 minutes from the border or so. And it's a great stop. Electrify America, new chargers, and next to, of course, a Walmart. So let's pick it up here.
We're just outside of Seattle, in a place called Burlington, Washington. So just wanted to stop and try charging. So we arrived with actually 59%, and we're already at 62. So at 62% we're pulling 73. I just wanted to try out the charging on the Polestar 2, just to see how it goes. And then here we go. We are charging nicely. So 76 kilowatt. Obviously I'm gonna try to do a deeper run next one, just to see if there's much difference. I mean, I want to see if I can get 150 as advertised on these first gen Polestars, right? So it'll be nice to know. But I'm very happy at 63 and 75. I mean, that's what my Kia Soul EV maxes out at, so not too bad. Oh, and if you guys are wondering what this is, we 3D printed another cup holder, because there's one here and then there's one underneath this thing, which isn't awesome, but we just did one of these so Austin can have it when for his drinks. But anyways, we're at a Walmart location, so I'm gonna go into Walmart, get some drinks, because I got something cool in the trunk, and I'll show you guys after we get the drinks. And we've got a Lexus here charging. What Lexus is this? RZE 450e Direct 4. Wow, very nice car. Let's see what's going on with the Lexus. What is he pulling? Oh, he is done. Yeah, 56%. Really? Wow. And then he's got 3 minutes until he has to start paying for idle fees. Okay, let's go to Walmart, because any Electrify America is always at a Walmart location, because that is just tradition. So if you enjoy Walmart, well, you will enjoy charging at Electrify America. But you know, Polestar 2 also has Supercharger access. I've got an AX adapter, so we will be trying to charge at Superchargers as well. And because the car actually has the port in the correct side, just like Teslas do, we will not be inconveniencing any other Tesla drivers, which is always nice. But anyways, here we go. Walmart. Let's get in there and buy some drinks. We have finished at Walmart, got drinks, and while we were here, another Polestar showed up. We've got a Kia charging, and then Lexus is leaving. So just to show you guys, we have the base Polestar 2, 78 kilowatt hour battery, 300 kilowatt motor. This is still first gen, so all the power goes to the front wheels. Still a fun car to drive though. Anyways, we're gonna show you guys. I got one of these things from, what is it? Set Power. Nice little fridge that is powered by 12 volt. And perfect for road trips, because then you can go to Walmart, get drinks and whatnot, and then put in there. So that's awesome. And this is our big bag here. So for road trips, it's awesome. The only thing that is not awesome is the 12 volt in the Polestar is only on when the car is on. So when you're leaving the car and going somewhere, it turns off. But it is what it is. Anyways, we're like 86% right now, charging at 35, so it's time to go. And it cost us $9.45, and we didn't wait at all. So basically, we just went to get what we needed from Walmart, got what we needed, and then off we go. So this trip is also kind of Pokemon hunting for Austin. So that is what we're gonna plan on doing. Is we're gonna go to another place here that he says there will be perhaps some Pokemon cars that he can purchase, because we're in Canada all out, which is crazy. So that's going to be the next stop, and then obviously we're going to drive through Seattle, and we're planning to just be in Oregon for tonight, close to the California border. We've got a hotel booked there. So anyways, we're done here, unplug, and we go. So we're at Safeway, and then apparently there's a Pokemon vending machine, right, Austin?
Apparently.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to find some Pokemon cards. Let's
there's not gonna be anything though.
So let's see.
I saw some guy shaking his head, so it's probably out of stock.
It's probably out of stock. Well, here's the Pokemon machine. It's a vending machine for Pokemons.
Come on, bro. Alright.
Sold out. Everything is sold out.
Literally everything, dude.
Okay.
Damn.
We got nothing. All right, this way.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
But Austin, we're gonna try to find more, right?
Yeah, we're banking on the smaller towns.
Yeah.
Since this is like 30 minutes away from Seattle.
Yeah. Lots of scalpers nowadays, they go for the Pokemon cards.
Exactly.
Because they can just resell for way more money.
This is where all the sneaker resellers went.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But anyway, first one, we just wanted to see if the map was right.
Exactly, which it is.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so anyway, we're back on the road
Yep.
to, well, try to drive past
How to
Seattle.
get to Portland.
To Portland.
Trying to get to Portland. We'll see
Yes. And we want to buy most of our stuff in Oregon because no tax. Yes. Okay. Anyways.
Look at that beautiful car.
Yeah, that beautiful car is there waiting for us. And let's get on the road. We are on the move now, and I just wanted to just show how cool the route planning is. So basically, right now we're going to the Tesla Supercharger in which city? Centralia?
Yeah, Centralia. South of Olympia.
South of Olympia. So basically what this is that we're north of Seattle, and we're gonna do all of Seattle and pretty much all of Washington State. And as you guys can see here, it's going to be 2 hours 10 minutes on the road. We're going to arrive with 14%, the car predicts for now. It's going to do some preconditioning, of course, before we arrive there. So not too bad. I mean, it's over 220 kilometers when we started at the other charging location. So we had, what, 87% battery charge, so not too bad. And we're doing highway speeds in the US, so the limit is 70. I got it set at 75. Obviously, there's a guy in front of us, so a little bit straggling there, but once I finish chatting with you guys, I'll move over to the other lane and we'll go faster. So yeah, 75 miles an hour is 120 kilometers an hour. So that's decent speed for the highway, which is very nice cruising and, you know, gets you places fast. So the efficiency is, I would say, quite good, because people are always saying first gen Polestar 2 efficiency is not as good as the second gen that just came out. But honestly, like 78 kilowatt hour pack, obviously not as efficient as the Model 3, but still pretty decent. So anyways, let me change lanes because we've got some people merging there, and it's quite a lot of folk. All right, so we merged nicely. Yeah, so not too bad. I'm so far pleasantly surprised with this car, and it's comfortable. Austin likes sitting in his seat, and it's pretty comfy. So yeah, anyways, let's get through Seattle, because Sunday traffic and all that, we need to make sure that we get through it fast. We have finally arrived in Seattle. Bit of traffic on the way, but not too bad. It's better to go through now than later in the day. It's going to be crazy when people are returning home, because the other side seems to be full of traffic. Oh, this guy wants to go in. All right, go in, buddy, go in. But yeah, trip so far so good, right, Austin?
So far so good.
Yeah, Austin's in heaven because he's eating his Nerds Cluster gummies, which we only get the small baggies in Canada, and then in the US they've got family size, so he's very happy. Okay, so quick update for you guys. We're 1 hour 27 minutes from the supercharger that we set, and then we're gonna be arriving with how many? 20%. So it's improved. Yeah, so it has improved quite a bit, which is nice. Obviously, you know, we all want to get with lower state of charge so we get faster charging speeds, but we'll see what the Polestar can do on a V3 supercharger at around 20%. Maybe it'll keep improving, and maybe we'll drive a little further. We'll see. But for now, this is where we're going to be going, and I'm really surprised that it can do that well in terms of range and efficiency, because everybody knows the first gen is not very efficient. But anyways, here we go. This is Seattle, guys. So anyway, we're going through downtown, so I'm going to focus on driving and then pick up when we're almost close to the supercharger. I was going to check in from when we got to the supercharger, but I think we're going to be skipping this one simply because it has improved our range estimate and arrival percentage estimate from what it was like 12 when we unplugged to 27 right now. So we're gonna skip this one, and we're gonna go further and see how much further we can go. Probably to Vancouver, Washington, which is just on the border with Oregon, and there's a supercharger there, so we'll charge there. But we will do a quick little stop there at this place because there's some more Pokemon vending machines that Austin wants to have a look at. But so far, if I was going to show you guys the stats, we are 18.8 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. We've driven 334 kilometers total, 55 miles an hour average speed. So not too bad. I mean, 18.8. Of all the horror stories I was reading about the first gen Polestar, I thought of my consumption is going to be much higher than what it actually is. So pleasant surprise. Okay, so we're gonna stop at this city anyways, just for the Pokemon, and then we're gonna continue on to Vancouver, Washington, to charge, and then we will see how quickly the Polestar 2 charges on an NACS adapter and a V3 supercharger. Another quick update. Actually, I was wrong. That place where we decided not to stop and charge also didn't have any Pokemon stuff for Austin to go and check out. So we're pushing onwards to Kelso, where we stopped once before at the supercharger there when we did a road trip to California in the Model Y 2 years ago. You can check it out on the channel if you want to have a look at that. So the arrival there is predicted to be at 9%, and it's going to be V3 superchargers there. There's going to be a Target. Austin can go see his Pokemon, and then there are also 2 of those vending machines. So that's the plan there. And then once we go there, we will charge enough to go to In-N-Out Burger, which is in what? Eugene? Austin?
Yeah.
Okay, Eugene, Oregon. And then we're gonna also charge there and have dinner there because it's already 3 o'clock. Oh, Salem, not Eugene. Yeah, Salem. Okay, yeah, Salem. Because it's already 3 o'clock by the time we get there. It will be around 5, so we're gonna be hungry. So it's gonna be in and out for dinner today. And probably late dinner too when we get to our hotel in the other town in Oregon. But yeah, right now our predicted range is 65 kilometers, 22%. I've got it set at 75 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour zone, which is just perfect. So yeah, not bad. The car's doing well. I am enjoying the trip so far. Over 400 kilometers driven already, and I don't feel tired at all, which is always good. All right, first fail of the trip, which I'm not ashamed to share. We went to the supercharger over there, and I don't know why, it just didn't work. I don't know if you need to have the Polestar app to make it work or not. I don't have the Polestar app. I tried to get on it, but it just wouldn't allow me to sign in, log in. So if that's the case, I don't know. I tried to use the Tesla app to start charging with the adapter. Maybe I did something wrong. Anyway, I'll check that later. So then we came to Electrify America, and it's full. All 4 people are charging, which probably means this is why I'm only getting 74. Very, very, very slow. I don't know. We'll see if maybe we'll just do a quick top up and then go somewhere else, because waiting for, I don't know how long this is going to take.
It's not good.
Yeah, we're not going to sit here, and we need to get on the road. So I don't know why the supercharger thing didn't work. I plugged in the adapter and all of that stuff. So anyway, we'll try it again when we go to eat, because I'm hungry. I want to go eat something, and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, 74, I think we're limited because there's an EV9 charging, a Mach-E, and an Ionic 5. So they're all probably pulling quite a lot. And then that's, we're sharing, right? I don't think this place has very good power management, because we've been here many times at this location and it wasn't good most of the time. So anyways, we'll see what's down the road, how much I need, and then we will go somewhere else to charge because it's too slow. Just as our theory is correct, Ionic left, we're up to 129, but there's still the EV9, which also pulls quite a bit. And we have a Mach-E, but I think Mach-E is leaving. So maybe actually we're gonna get better charging speeds now, hopefully. So maybe we don't need to stop somewhere else. We'll just go all the way to In-N-Out.
Salem.
So I'll show you guys the stalls here. So EV9 over there, Mach-E, and then our Polestar here. Yeah, we got the Kia over there. So not sure what happened with that, with the whole situation with the supercharger, because let me show you guys. I have the adapter right there, okay, from A to Z. If you want to have a look at this one, I have a link in the description, and then use my code to save a bit of money when you buy it. So yeah, I've got the NACS to CCS, But like I say, it didn't work. I've read online, people say you have to really shove it in there. The neck side, it has to really go deep. Maybe I didn't go deep enough. So I'm gonna have to see that if that changes. We'll do another try somewhere else. Let's get a drink. Nice. I love having this fridge here. It's awesome. Austin, you want a drink? Okay, Austin wants his Baja Blast. Yeah, the fridge is awesome. It's got a freezer section and a fridge section. I'm gonna do a review of this, so watch that if you want to learn more. It's gonna be before this video, so if you're interested, go and watch it. But yeah, pretty awesome. Anyways, so yeah, we'll charge up here. It actually goes now pretty good, 139 on the screen. 139, there you go. So yeah, we'll charge up. We'll then go hit the Salem locations where Austin wants to look at his Pokemons, and then we're gonna go to In-N-Out and have food. So that's the plan. 50%, there we go. Actually 51%, 17-minute charge, and we started at 12 to 51. Not bad. We're still pulling over 100K W, and we added 31 kilowatt hours. Awesome. 11 bucks. Okay. I actually like doing it here. You just push this button and then it stops charging, and then we wait until this is released, hopefully soon. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. And we put this back nicely. So how much is it gonna be? Is it gonna update? Cool. I saved $3 because I'm a Pass Plus member. Awesome. All right, let's get on the road. 17-minute stops, not too bad. Oh, I forgot the butt plug. Quick other update from the road, and we've decided that we're gonna stop in about 14 minutes. There is an outlet center on the way. Plus they got Electrify America, so why not? We can go shopping a little bit and charge. And then after that, we're going to In-N-Out.
Salem.
To Salem, because we are very hungry. And for the last, I don't know, 1 hour or so, huge rain. So that's kind of also taking a toll on the consumption here. But it looks like over there is clearing up, Austin?
Yeah, looks better, looks better.
So it should be okay. And yeah, everybody's driving slowly, but we're gonna try to see if we can overtake a bunch of these guys. But anyway, 13 minutes there, and then Electrify America, and we're gonna be charging and do some quick shopping. We have made it to the outlets. It's huge, this place. It just starts over there and it just continues. It's crazy. They got North Face, Nike, all that good stuff. And then what? We have an ID4 here, so he's gonna be here forever. We got a Bolt, that's gonna be here forever. And this is us. This one doesn't work next to us. What are we doing? 138. I'll take it, whatever. There are 2 other cars charging, right? So anyways, let's go to the outlets. We finished our quick shopping, and look at this. 80%, still pulling 52, not too bad. 34 minutes to get 54 kilowatt hour. So yeah, we were here just shopping, boom, Nike, North Face, and then we're out of here. So not too bad. And just so that you guys know, you never wait for the car. Like if you plan it and you go and do other stuff while you're charging, you don't need to wait for anything. So now we have got 80%, and we're gonna drive 14 minutes down the road to In-N-Out, and we're gonna have dinner. So we'll catch up when we get to In-N-Out, which is always a treat for us. All right, see you guys there. We're just at In-N-Out, and then there's, I don't know how many people.
Oh, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Because this one is the closest In-N-Out to
Like,
Portland.
Yeah, Portland.
And it's also close to those outlets where we were.
Yeah.
So I've got a sandwich. Austin had a lot of snacks. I'm gonna have a sandwich, and then we're gonna drive to the next location.
In Roseburg.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours away, and then we're gonna have In-N-Out. But
Yeah.
this place is crazy.
Oh, there's a line stretching outside of the door and then like around the store. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a line outside,
Ah, that's
inside
nice.
for waiting. Oh,
And then drive through stretches about like, I don't know,
well.
a kilometer.
So we're using the Polestar 2 frunk as a
This is the front here.
a fake picnic.
Yep, and then he's just enjoying his little sandwich.
We got some sandwiches, so that's always good.
Yeah. We just gotta push through till the next in and out, basically.
Yeah, so 2 hours.
2 hours, so.
And no success with Pokemon cards.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
We've been like to a few places, nothing.
All just white. White.
Okay, I'm gonna finish the sandwich and then we're on the road. The last charging stop, not before we get to our hotel, last charging stop before we get to In-N-Out, the second one that, you know, because the other one was full. Anyways, we've been taking it easy because we've been hitting targets, like that store there. So Austin is looking for his Pokemon cards, and so far we've hit quite a few and nothing, so it's totally sold out. But this one, nice little location. However, only this one and the one that we're charging on is currently working. This one is unavailable, and then this one looks like it's unavailable, but maybe it is working. It's an older one, so they have like, very interesting, 3 new ones, 1 old and another new. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 new, 1 old. Interesting setup. I don't know why not just exchange all of them, but whatever. Okay, we arrived at quite a high state of charge, so yeah, we're pulling 109, 40%, so not staggering amount. I don't need much. I'm gonna calculate how much I need, but I just don't want to stop on the way somewhere. So we'll just stop up here and see how far it gets us. But yeah, maybe we'll do 80. I don't know, we'll see. But just some first impressions about this Polestar. Look, it almost has 100,000 kilometers, right? So you would think that a car being used as a rental, because it's from Hertz, right? 100,000 kilometers, everything would be shaky, everything would be rattly and all of that. There's only one small rattle, and I'll go through that when I do a quick little overview of the vehicle later on. But that's it. It drives perfectly. It handles quite well. Lots of power. Battery degradation doesn't seem to be that high, especially since probably this thing was charged DC fast charge all the time, right? So yeah, not too bad. Quite a good little vehicle, but I will go into the details of this car a little bit later in a dedicated video. I just want to go over a few things because, you know, as a used car, could be an interesting option for a lot of people, and it's suddenly a very interesting option for me because I'm looking for a second car. So this could be something that I would be looking at. I was going to buy a Tesla, but nowadays, I don't know, don't really want to get one. But this one, the Polestar 2, viable option. All right, we did other stuff. So anyways, now we're at 82 and it cost us $13. Wow, so cheap. It's only what, 36 cents? Not bad. So we're pulling 42. Anyway, we are out of here. Oh, ID4. He's gonna be here all night. Okay, so let's go. Let's get out of here. When this stops flashing, then it's good to pull out. There we go. Done. Here we go. There you go. Boom. We put the butt plug in and off we go. Now it's going to be a run to basically In-N-Out, which is almost going to be our hotel for tonight. And I'm so hungry. I gotta go eat. Oh, we have finally arrived at an In-N-Out that is not busy. Oh, I gotta lock the car. Come on. There we go. Oh, In-N-Out. Time for burgers. And this one is a very good location, just right next to the highway. That's the number 5 interstate. All right, time to eat because super hungry. And this one is super empty. There's like 2 people inside and that's pretty much it. So let's go have some In-N-Out. And if you guys have never been to an In-N-Out, You need to, because it's awesome. Here we are. So what is this stuff? This is double, right?
Animal style,
Austin?
yeah.
Animal style. And then we got some fries. So last time people were like, oh, we didn't see what that looks like. Well, now we know. Are you hungry?
I'm hungry and tired.
Okay, let's go and eat. Late dinner, but very good. Austin, how was it? Good?
Good. Now I'm not hungry and tired. I'm just tired now.
Okay.
That was so good.
Let's go to the hotel. Okay, we're at last charging stop for the day. However, just by accident, I was thinking I was navigating to Electrify America, but indeed I was not. I came to Electric Era, which is very close to Electrify America. Easy to make that mistake, right? But look at these things. I have never seen units like this before. Look at this. We're pulling 140. All right. And then it's 42 cents per kilowatt hour. And the best part was I was just able to swipe my card and it took seconds. I plugged in and I went. There's like 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 Electric Era stations. But if that's not cool enough, it's raining, but I'm gonna just try to show you guys. Look at this. Oh, native NACS port. Look at that. So if you got a Tesla, you can charge here, obviously. I'm not even sure what these units are. SK Signet, okay. SK Signet, you guys won't see much here. What are we looking at? 350 amps, 200 kilowatt max. So amperage could have been a little bit higher, obviously, right? So that other cars could take advantage of the speed, like Teslas, for example, right? But with the Polestar, we're okay. And then pricing, yeah, just 0.42 per kilowatt hour. I don't even know if they have an app or not. Yeah, Electric Era. So yeah, this is cool. And it's right next to a gas station and I guess parking space and all of that stuff. Okay, so last charge. I don't know how much we need or what it is that we need to get home to, but let's have a look and check. Oh,
143.
yeah, it's pretty fast, this one, even at a high state of charge. Because we're going to a hotel. Let's have a look. Dismiss that. And we're gonna go to the hotel. Where's the hotel? Holiday Inn, 1 hour, 45 minutes. We take away that. We start, so we're -5 right now.
-8.
-8, okay. So we have 31 right now, but we're pulling quite good. So we're gonna see, probably need around 40, 50. It is raining and quite heavy rain, so maybe gets a little bit more into the pack. But yeah, what a cool charging place here. And Electric Era, never heard about it, first time we saw it. But nice. Oh, we have finally arrived in our destination for the night. Huge rain along the road. I wasn't filming anything because it was just crazy from the last update at that charger up until the hotel where we're staying. It's just been nuts. It's been crazy raining. Don't know what's going on. It's like torrential rain here. But anyways, made it safe. Now I am taking my own advice and I'm charging before going to the hotel. Simply because if I did that tomorrow, the battery would be cold. Now it's reasonably warm. So I'm going to be charging here a little bit and then off to the hotel, take a little sleep. Now it's like 1:17 a.m. So we drove almost 1,000 kilometers today from Coquitlam, BC to Medford in Oregon. So that's our stop for the night. What I'm going to do is just gonna put up the stats so far, so you guys can see what the consumption was and everything else, as well as what I spent on charging, which will be a surprise for me because I haven't counted anything today. Just too tired. Just wanted to close out the video for today. So yeah, that's how much we spent so far on charging. No problems. Every time we showed up at the charger, everything worked except the supercharger. So I'm going to check and see, what did I do wrong? I read a few things online to see what happened and all of that. So I will try that tomorrow and see, and I'll give you guys an update if I can still start a charge on a supercharger. But apart from that, that is day 1 of our road trip to California. Tomorrow is day 2, so stay tuned for that. And until then, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you like the video, make sure you like it. All right, take care. Good night. Bye.